Alright boys, we are back, and we got a couple good news. One, we obviously got the QS motor 164, I believe, 164, 165 for 10,000 continuous watts, 20 peak. So we got that. If you want to see a review on that one, comment down below. Otherwise, I won't waste my time, since very few people are watching these videos. Why should I be sweating, right? Anyway, second news is I bought a dirt bike for my son. That Theo bike. I bought that. It was $12.99 plus shipping protection, like whatever, $30. Chemical like $13, $36, some shit like that. So yeah, not necessarily new content for the channel, but every time I'm gonna work on that bike, I will videotape it for you guys and put it out there. The reality is, the warranty is for 2 years, and of course I got the cheapest version, which is like the orange forks and orange wheels. We're not gonna paint anything until, you know, the 30-day warranty, return policy kicks in, because obviously after 30 days you won't be able to return it. So the first 30 days you're gonna see how she runs and how the battery responds. You know, some people complain that they came with a dead battery, so we're gonna confirm that, charge it. Obviously we're gonna get a different charger, variable charger, where we can charge. It's a 48 volt system. I don't have a 48 volt charger, but we're gonna get a good quality charger that could charge at least at 5 amps, because that 2.5 amp is bullshit. I mean, it's only 20 amp hour battery, so it's not really a battery that is going to take long. But 2.5 amps, that's just too long. So we end up getting that charger probably off of Amazon, because they're pretty decent with that. And yeah, eBay, unless it's locally. They're not getting anything from China. That China AliExpress bullshit or Alibaba, that's all gone. You know, Trump fucked that up with the tariffs. No Chinese people want to deal with us. Every time you see a charge, it's like the goods are like $100, the tariffs like another $100. It's just dumb. It really is. So I've been getting a lot of things from US, like, you know, even the QS motor. China wanted like fucking $1,000. US, I got it for like 430. It's disgusting. And I understand what the goal is: buy everything locally and support your local businesses. I completely understand and agree. It's just, I mean, you know, certain things you cannot get from China. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem. If America orders everything in a wholesale and sells us here at decent price, then yeah, we can move forward and continue the business. Otherwise, we ain't gonna do no business, you know. So that's the whole thing. I gotta shoot over to a bank, move money around for the bike. I really don't wanna, since I put it on a credit card, I don't wanna own anything on my credit card. So I bought it yesterday, which was Sunday, August, like whatever, 8th, and I'm going to the bank, move the money from one bank to another. Since this bank is foreign, I don't think there's a link to this bank, but even if there was, I like to do it physically, so I know I move shit around. So go to that bank, go to the other bank, and get the business going, have the bike delivered. They say the latest by, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday. So unfortunately we gotta go to a place on Thursday, Friday, some shit like that. So It's a signature required thing. So man, I'm scared sitting like that. People suddenly behind me like douches. Yeah, bro, like for real. All right. So we got to go all the way to Highland. Now today is so hot. I really do not want to accelerate so hard with this bike because the battery will cook, the motor is going to cook. And I noticed one thing, that the motor sounds differently now, as if it kind of went through its motions. Let's talk and more riding, eh? When I stop on a red, I'll talk to you guys. Nice, 35 miles an hour. They want to bring it, the man wants to bring it to 15. How the hell am I going to do 15? That's just even dangerous to be on the road on 15 miles an hour. You got to go with the full traffic. I would have to be on the fucking sidewalk doing 15 miles an hour. I can't be on the road wearing a fucking motorcycle helmet, look like a dum-dum. That's not my, that's not my goal, you know what I'm saying? She picks up very nice. I believe we had 550 phase amps, 170 DC. So she's going to be very turkey, not turkey, like turkey. She's going to be very torquey, I guess. I don't like to, like, I don't know, Tony had his spot driver set up all the way at 200. So he's got the 200 450 and he had a 200. I can only imagine how hard this controller gotta work, unless, I know he doesn't have a 3-gear switch, so it's not like he's got, yeah, I'm going to use 80% from 200 DC amps and 80% from 450 phase amps, you know what I mean? If you have that switch, the 3-speed switch, you can regulate that. I don't have one. I'm thinking of getting one, but it's gonna be a one additional unnecessary shit on my bike, which I don't like. But it would be nice if I was going to ride in a city. Yeah, I would have to put that 3-speed switch, but for sure, no questions about it. But since I'm not going to the city, I can keep it at this. I'm barely touching my throttle, for real. I remember, folks, this controller cools by air. So I guess the faster you run, the cooler the controller runs, but not the motor. The motor and the controller will cool off. But like I said, there's always a sweet spot where your motor and your controller stays nice and cool, and there's a spot where your motor and controller just overheats and shuts down with the battery, you know. So that's the problem. Ah man, I hate traffic, and this dum-dum will be a god. What a job. Jesus Christ. Oof, no bulletproof vest. Oh god, no nothing. Jesus Christ, man, suicidal shit, for real. The Burger King. I don't know if you guys tried the Impossible Burger or the Bacon Burger. That shit's epic. That shit's epic. Oh come on, I come outside, I want to take a shit. Like, come on, what kind of bullshit is this? I come out, I want to take a shit and a piss. Like, what the frick? Yeah, that's just too much information for you guys, right? Yeah, I guess so. Very nice and smooth. Capture right there. I guess it's all kosher, you know. Again, if you're not doing anything stupid, as you can see, I'm actually stopping on red lights because we run in the daytime and lots of cops lots of people. They love to complain. People will complain. They will write. They will call 911. They will call 911 to complain on your ass. And they will say, yeah, guy on a dirt bike and a black helmet, wearing all black, being reckless on the highways and streets. Actually, it's nice and cool. I love the air. Damn, beautiful. She's very turkey. She has a lot of torque because she's fully shot. Very nice. Oh shit, the Honda Boulevard here. Nice garage though. Yeah, buddy. The brakes are just beautiful. I was looking at the Tortilla, whatever it's called, that bike, that famous bike, 48 volts, dirt bike, good brakes. I was looking at the brakes. I was like, wow, I'm really liking these brakes on that bike. Kind of Tortilla got different bike. They got a mountain bike. It's like 60 volts, and those brakes are just ridiculous. So much better than the ones they have right now. Even though the ones they have right now are fucking awesome, but those are like just. The brake pads are so much beefier and bigger. Now, but also I gotta put my GPS because I gotta go to the bank and I'm not sure where it's at. I'm never sure where it's at. Oh man, my back, I gotta stretch it out. Gotta go to the gym today, get a workout in. I don't think I'm gonna be taking a bike. I mean, I could, but I gotta do something. Gotta chop a different bike off. So yeah, so I gotta move things around in my yard so I can put the bike in. I can chain it, secure it, get the covers, you know, all 9 yards. Which I did order a cover, ATV covers, because they just seem so much bigger and thicker. So again, another spot over here where there's lots of cops going up and down, so you want to be respectful of all these red lights, you know what I'm saying? So this here told me with my car it would take me over 44 minutes. And with my bike, that'll probably take me 20 minutes, you know, coasting at 30 miles an hour. So what an awesome transport this is, right? My tricep is killing me. So nice out here. I remember a couple years ago living in Brooklyn, how congested Brooklyn was. It still is. Now after COVID, it's even more. So I moved out before COVID, and Brooklyn was congested. Prices were ridiculous for the rent. We're here, it's empty.